Hello again. Today we will be discussing the formation of an agency. We've discussed other aspects of agency. Today, how is an agency itself formed? Well, there's an express agency. An express agency is formed through oral or written consent. An agreement, oral or written agreement. Will you be my agent? Yes, I'll be your agent. It's usually put in writing, such as in a listing agreement, but an express agency is formed through a written or oral agreement, and it's usually in writing. What is an implied agency? That's formed based on the words or actions of the agent and principal that evidences an intent to form an agency. Intent is the key word. Did the two parties intend to form an agency? An example of how an implied agency is formed: a seller allows a broker to show their home before any listing or sales agreement was made. So, based on the actions of the parties, the intent, an agency was formed. That's an implied agency because it's not an expressly agreed to agency such as in writing or orally. They didn't actually speak about it. It was just the actions of the parties and looking at their intent. And something we've discussed before, a dual agency, that's formed when an agent acts as both a buyer's agent and a seller's agent, or a tenant's agent and a landlord's agent within the same transaction. They're representing both sides of the transaction. Now, of course, there's an inherent conflict of interest there, but a dual agency could be permitted if consent is obtained and it is properly disclosed. You explicitly explain what's going on in the situation because you are giving up your duty of loyalty to the seller. You're no longer required to be loyal to the seller because you're representing both sides in that transaction. And again, as we've discussed in a prior video, dual agencies are not legal everywhere, but even where they are legal, they are limited to certain situations. And when they are legal, another factor is that they're not called dual agents. Sometimes they're called transactional agents, designated agents. So check your local laws to find out the regulations concerning dual agency, whether they're allowed and what are the limitations, if any. And where they are legal, such as in Florida, they could only be done in commercial transactions with high net worth parties, such as parties with net worths of 1 million or more. Each side has to have that. So I will see you next time.